Right then, it's time for another Man in the Van. Second take this is because Tom Grimshaw, because we got 5 questions in, and I realised that I'd done a Tommy Searle on it and put it in slow motion, and I
I didn't think you were going to bring it up.
no, I don't mind admitting my errors. So we've already been, we've had a little warm up.
Yeah, I know what's coming up.
Well, you know the answer to the first 6 questions at least.
Yeah.
Before we get going, big shout out to Stafford Van Sales. Will there, everybody, if you're buying or selling a vehicle, email Will there or give him a call. If you're selling a fleet of vehicles, he's even interested in that. So without Will, we wouldn't be doing this Man in the Van. He's supplied me with this van this year to get it done. So thanks to them. Yeah, give them a call. Right then, now we've got it off slow motion.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. No, listen, I know, but the people at home don't know your answer to the first 6 questions. So, take 2. Question number 1, Tom Grimshaw, Apico Honda. What was your earliest memory, or what is your earliest memory?
So, I'm going to pretend
You
I don't know what the
you
answer
don't,
is.
because they know now.
No. So,
But now you got a bit more of a clearer.
yeah. So, my earliest memory, I don't know why this has come to my head, but was when I was on holiday with my family. I was maybe 3-4 years old, and I've just come off stabilisers on my little mountain bike, found a hill with a little bit of a jump in it, and I was doing run after run after run, and Mum said, right, that's it, we're going, and I said, no, that one big last few words, famous words of, no, one more, and done the one more, and then cartwheel down a hill, split my chin open, and I don't know why.
Still got a scar?
Still got a scar.
You have, yeah. Is that what?
Yeah. So that glued me back together. But again, I don't know why that comes to my head, but I just think of that. Yeah.
Totally destined to be a racer then. With that in mind, it sounds, what sort of child were you? That's question 2. Were you passive, or were you quite?
Yeah, I was I was quite tamed, I wasn't one of these hyper kids or anything, even though I was very sporty. Any sport at school, football, rugby, whatever, I was in it.
Yeah.
But I had a load of energy, don't get me wrong, but I was not one of these kids screaming out of my lungs.
No.
I did quite like to stay out of the limelight as such, but then just let my sort of results done the talking a little bit.
Yeah.
At school.
Yeah. No, I think you're pretty laid back anyway, but maybe, I don't know what your dad was like. Maybe he was wild as a child. Who knows? That's a question for your dad. Okay, question 3, when did you last cry? I had a little bubble up on the way down, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On the way down?
On the M5, mainly because the traffic was horrendous.
Yeah.
But
anything you want to talk about, Jeff?
No, just a song came on, and just a little, I've been just family stuff.
The worst one's when a sad song comes on and it's raining outside and you see the rain coming down.
Yeah.
You have those little moments, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd all like to prefer to cry with happiness, but the last time I cried was a sad one. You don't have to say what made you cry, but when was the last time you did?
It was only actually very recently. So it's just been a few other things have been happening outside racing. It's just been tough start to the year. So I'll be brutally honest, I've never been one of these people that even though I don't like to show people that I'm upset or anything, but it's very easy to see when I am upset.
Yeah.
So it was literally the other day.
Well, you look happy now.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Got a good set of gnashers as well, you don't mind me saying.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, yeah, and you kept them real. You haven't been to Turkey and had them all, all lit up. Sorry about the light coming in. It's a nice sunny afternoon here, or evening at Landrake. This is where we're getting this done for the fastest 40. Right, question 5. What's been your biggest achievement to date?
I think I've got to say it was my 2022 season. My last year on 250, I managed to get 3rd in the British Championship. Real strong year, racked up some really good results, got 2nd in one race, which is still my best result at a British Championship. And just, it was my last year 250 and I really put a good effort in. And it's got to be definitely one of my biggest accomplishments up until now.
You're still destined to be a big bike rider though, because you're a big old unit.
Yeah, I am a bit of a unit, yeah.
And you're working your way up there, so that's good. Question 6, what's what's your best characteristic? What do you look yourself in the mirror, brushing your teeth and going, yeah, I quite like that about me? You don't have to be brushing your teeth. You can look in the mirror. I'm making too much reference to your teeth now. I'm going to be looking in. We had the sweat problem last time.
Yeah. I'm I'll just keep my mouth shut. I'm smiling too much.
It's good. It's good to smile.
I say I'm quite a thoughtful person. I say,
yeah.
You know, I do think of others. Even though this sport is you got to be quite selfish.
Yeah.
You could also flip it to it's a bad trait of mine where I maybe too nice sometimes, or thinking about others, pin others first before me.
Yeah.
You know, so people say, oh no, that's a good trait, but then sometimes it has bit me in the arse.
Yeah, I can't think of you too many times on track where you've been in an instant where you've, like a racing incident where you've gone in hot or taken somebody out or anything like that.
There's always a start.
Brilliant. See, that's that. Dad would be happy with that answer.
Yeah. He's been asking.
Starting tomorrow, by the time you watch this, there's a new super aggressive Tom Grimshaw. By the time you watch this, which will be in I don't know, about a month's time after we've done this, you'd have taken out half the pack, been red flagged from about 4 races. Okay, if that's your best characteristic, what's your worst?
I'm a big overthinker. So I definitely go into I'm not even talking about racing too much here. Literally, I'll be silly things of I wasn't sure if I've shut the front door properly, or we had a little giggle earlier about the other day I drove away thinking there's no way I've closed the garage door. We've got one of those shutters that comes down. I was like, got about 15 minutes away from home, and I was positive it wasn't shut, but I was almost too far gone there, you know. I go, I hope no one goes into the garage.
As I said earlier, mate, you're still young. You wait till your mind starts to go as well, then you're in a whole world of pain. You're going, did I leave that on? Did I leave the gas? I did it the other day.
Leaving the gas on?
I was 3 hours from home. I was nearly at Preston 4 hours, and I had to ring the missus going, shit, I think I've left the gas on. 4 hours after I left, mind you. Of course I hadn't. Okay, what's your most treasured possession? Can be anything, of course.
I've got to say, it's not really an object. It's definitely it's my dog, because I just love dogs. You know, I don't know, my face just lights up. I'm just a dog friendly person.
So. I was only saying this the other day. Just the dogs are just it's just life. Yeah. They just look back at you, don't they? They don't judge in that way. Yeah, absolutely. I'm totally with you on that. And I think a lot of people would be. They might say cats, but dogs are still better than cats.
Yeah, I haven't got that sort of sense. No, I'm definitely a dog person.
Absolutely. Okay, what's a favourite word of yours that you like to throw about or you like to hear? Or a phrase. It doesn't have to be something that you sort of say and you go, oh, I say that a lot.
Yeah, I like to say. My common thing is saying, you know what I mean. I do, that comes up a lot.
Oh, is it?
So
you got a bit like, like the old Liam Gallagher's about you.
They know what I'm talking about, but I've sort of, I don't know, there's a trait in me to go, I've got to clarify they know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, so
you stick a geezer on the end of that as well, and you're full there, aren't you? Like Essex. Know what I mean, geezer? Yeah.
I'm not far, so.
No, you're not. Okay, that's a good one. Question 10, what's your greatest fear or your biggest fear?
Well, we spoke about earlier, it's probably double jumps. I'm not a fan of them, we need to fill those holes in, it just make life so much less stressful, just for everyone, I
suppose it would do, but would it though? Because obviously from a fan's point of view, when you're stood at the side of the track and somebody's jumped a double and then you haven't got that infill, it makes it look even bigger and more spectacular.
Oh yeah,
but you still jump in the same distance, point to point.
Yeah, I know. But it's just the hole, isn't it? But if I was a fan all day long, make them bigger.
But that's what we said though. Like if that was the same jump and it was filled in as a tabletop, you'd go out on your sighting lap, and second lap you just come round and pop it.
Yeah.
It's a psychological thing though, isn't it? It's the same distance, but because it's not filled in, you'll start having kittens about it.
Add a little hole in the middle. Yeah, it changes the whole game plan.
Dynamic, doesn't it? By the way, just going back to what I said earlier. about the sweat problem. He hasn't got a permanent sweat problem. For those last couple of seasons ago, we did a man in the van, and I grabbed Tom straight after you'd done a training session at VIP,
Yeah.
and on a very hot day. And then you got pulled up for basically sort of starting to melt. Your grey T-shirt just started to change colour throughout the interview, didn't it?
Yeah, there was more comments about the T-shirt.
So that's what I'm talking about. He hasn't got like a personal hygiene problem. All right. It was just a very hot day. I just want to clarify that.
I've done a moto behind you as well.
You did.
So
keep rolling with that. Yeah, you did a moto behind me. Yeah.
What was it?
To hear what he said.
40 minutes plus 2, isn't it? Are we done? Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. Behind me. I think I held you off for half a lap, maybe, or a lap. I did pretty good.
You done well.
Right. Question 11. I always like this question. Which 3 guests, dead or alive, would you like to have around for dinner?
Oh, that's tough, actually.
It's tough. Yeah. You know, a good dinner conversation, but there's sort of idols, maybe. You know, like Muhammad Ali's always a popular one. Not saying you got to choose him.
Yeah. Big. Oh, right. Okay.
It can be anybody. Doesn't have to.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Michael Jordan.
Jordan would be around
since watching the documentary on Netflix.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've just
great, and that was brilliant. That was really good.
Yeah, everything about
that
it.
last
Even
dance
my
was
home
good.
screen, it's Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, so ever since then, I've been a massive fan. So definitely have him around the table. I've definitely got to say I've got to have a motocross guy, haven't I?
Well, you don't have to.
No, I've got to. I think it's got to be. I've got to have Stewart around the table.
Stewart, you'd have him round. Yeah.
Just, and then maybe last one. I should go maybe not a sportsman. I'm gonna go. What's a singer I like or something?
You could have Liam Gallagher around, then you constantly go. And do you know what I mean?
I'm not even a fan of his. Like,
no, but you know what I mean. No, it's not him then.
No, not him. I'm gonna have to go. It's really hard.
It's hard, isn't it? You see that, but that's the beauty of this. That's why I didn't want to make them too motocross related. These questions.
I'll go Dua Lipa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nothing.
No, nothing like that.
I like her voice.
Okay.
I like
he likes her voice.
Albums, yeah.
Likes her voice. No more.
No more.
Just her voice. Okay. Describe, if you can, what's been so far. Can you recollect what's been a best night of your life? Has there been a night where it can be partying or something happened and you can go as far as you want on the details? A lot of people clam up at this one.
Yeah.
You can skip right by. You don't have to answer these questions.
No. What was a good night for me? I spoke to you earlier about my dream holiday earlier on. I went to America at the start of the year, and after the Supercross we did go out. We had a little adventure around Anaheim, and I tell you, just the attention through my accent.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm not even talking to like female attention, just general. Like everyone was so like interested, and wanted to talk to me. I felt like the bee's knees because like everyone wanted to be my mate.
That's a great story, Tom. I like that. See, it's nice to be liked, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. I don't care what anybody says.
Night out, yeah.
By the way, just the light. Obviously, as I said, the sun's coming round here, so if we start to get a bit glary, I mean, I know you got a bit of a tan to you. I'm a bit pasty. If I took my hat off, I'm literally like a lighthouse. Okay. Other than home, what country or city? It can be a country or city. Would you like to live?
That's tough because I'm a home person.
Well, yeah, that's it. But you can't.
I bet again, I would have to.
If you had to move,
if I had to move, I'd have to be to America.
Yeah,
I've got to go to America.
Any particular state or city?
Where the sports are big, obviously California or Florida. You know, so Florida, I don't know because I'm not a good big heat person, so I'll probably keep
Cali. Even though Cali would be better for you then.
Yeah, Cali does get warm, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's got more of the old Pacific breeze coming in.
That's it.
California's the place for you then, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this one. Is there anybody right now that you'd like to say sorry to? Now, it can be the most trivial things. I can't remember what guests we've had on, and apologies for not remembering, but somebody apologised. I think it was Billy Askew for taking his dad's chocolate out of the fridge.
So you come out with answers like that, but the answer in my head,
but it doesn't have to be that. Oh, whoever. Is there anybody like no public? Get it off your chest. Like it can be. It doesn't have to be huge. I mean, if it was huge, what a scoop.
Yeah. I'm gonna go a little bit deep here because
we like that.
Yeah, it might. When you said the other question when I last cried.
Yeah.
It might be now. No.
He's reining it back in.
I'm gonna say my sister. And purely just because the whole of my 23 years, I sort of feel like I've taken the limelight, taken the limelight.
Wow.
Because look where we are, but this is week in, week out, every year, and it's like, oh no, we're going racing. Oh, we're going, which is obviously ideal for me. And don't get me wrong, Katie, my sister, she's been fantastic. Still is my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Still send me texts. She'll be right on the live timing tomorrow. She'll know where I finish even before even I have, even though I'm in the race. And so she's the biggest fan. However, I do feel bad sometimes of looking back of we've never had real time with her. So
what a lovely, wonderful thing. You have gone quite. See, that leads back to the question that we said about your best characteristic. Proven right there by Tom himself. What a thoughtful chap you are, mate. That sounded incredibly sarcastic. I didn't mean it to. I've got a bad knack of doing that. Fair play to you, mate, for saying that. Okay. Question 15. Tell us or show us a skill or a party trick that you can do. Is you got a hidden talent?
No.
Like the basics. Some people can do that Donald Duck thing. You're going to try and do...
My girlfriend taught me the thing the other day. Is you do something like that, and you flick it round. It was a big TikTok.
When I said a talent that you can do, you've got to be able to do it. It looks whatever you're trying to do, you're failing miserably.
I dialed it in the other day, and I was pretty happy with myself.
But now he can't do it on the talent, this hidden talent. Oh, when you do... Yeah, I can't do that.
I've done it the other day.
And neither can you. So there you are. There's a talent that Tom Grimshaw can half do. Let's leave it at that. We'll be sat here for hours for you trying to do that. You can practice at home for those of you that think you can do that. Okay. Question 16. What turns you on, as in just really excite, makes life worth living? I don't mean turn on as like a lot of people think sexual implications. I meant just what?
That feeling of just you've had those race days where everything's just you've put your heart into it, and but then you've got the result to come out of it, and then you see you're happy with yourself. The one person I've always wanted to please has always been my dad. And if I see him happy and I'm happy and we've had a good race and everything, it's no better feeling. And there's been times where we've driven away, luckily, there's been a good number of times where I've driven away from races and the whole journey's felt like 20 minutes because it's just been grinning into ear and it's just been a good day. You know? So that feeling you can't beat, so and it's always the feeling I'm chasing every single weekend. So
yeah, exactly that. So you're chasing that. Polar opposite of that, what absolutely, grinds your gears?
Weather that is plus 25, I want to say. I'm not a big hot weather guy. And let's say I wake up at Lommel or something like that, and I've got to go and do a moto. So I'm gonna give that as my answer. And I've had to do it in the past. Let's just say, and I'm gonna have to do it in the future as well. Where it's plus 25 and I'm at Lommel, and it's you've got to go do some motos.
That's not bad though. If that's what really grinds you, there's worse things. Fair play. If that's your worst thing, you're a happy-go-lucky person. Okay. Question 18. What is there a noise or particular sound that you like to hear?
I do like
I don't know how deep you're going to go on this. I mean, it's
No.
not
I'm
like
gonna
it's not
go.
like listening to blackbirds at 5 a.m. as I'm drinking my herbal tea or anything like that. I don't know.
As my answer's been a bit soft.
No,
there,
not at all. No,
It led me down that
no,
path, hasn't it?
not one bit. I was just giving you a little example of it can be. Whatever.
I'll keep it quite manly. I'll go. Porsche GT3 when it's like firing up.
Oh,
like one of my personal sponsors has got one.
Oh,
And,
okay. I thought you said gave you it. Christ.
No. One of my personal sponsors, he's got one, and I've been had a bit of a tear around in it, and it's that you can't beat
That does sound like a good sound. I need to hear that. Okay. Again, polar opposites of that. Is there a sound that you particularly like cringe at?
Yeah, e-bikes.
Can you even hear an earbike?
Just the chain
just the
chatter.
chain chatter. Yeah, particularly if you got one. Have you ridden against one yet? No, you wouldn't.
I have. I've been to a practice day. Jake Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes. Scared the life out of me.
Yeah.
I pulled onto the track, just cruising, just getting warmed up, and I was adjusting my goggles, coming around one corner. No idea. He came up my inside.
Yeah, that's what they were all saying in the arena cross Tommy and that. Yeah. Okay. Question 20. What is your favourite smell?
What's a good smell?
Lots of ones. I mean, mine's normally food or drink related, just to give you like it. But then, having said that, I do love the smell of petrol. So.
Yeah, that does get you going a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that's a good one actually. Race fuel.
Race fuel.
Not just petrol. Yeah. Race fuel.
If somebody can make like a hybrid between race fuel and pineapple, right?
So weird.
Not only would I smell it, I drink it.
Yeah.
What did we get up to? Yeah, okay. 21. What profession other than racing bikes would you like to attempt to do? What would you do? What would you like to do if you want racing motocross?
Oh, that's tough actually. Golf. I've recently just come golf mad. Again, I watched a documentary on Netflix, Full Swing.
Yeah.
And found a set of clubs down one of my other garages. We've got just like piled of crap in there. I found a set of clubs. That was my dad's old set.
Yeah.
And since then, I am fully invested, Jeff.
Are you all in?
I'll go range. I've had lessons. I've gone played. I'm still useless. I'm about 8 months into the graft.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like I'm getting worse. But I still there is light at the end of the tunnel. I think I'm starting to. You've seen me race for years.
Yeah.
One of the most common comments I get is I'm quite a stiff rider. I'm not one of these that's got swagger or anything like that. And my golf technique replicates that very much. But having the golf lessons, he's got me twisting. He's got me
there you go.
Flexing, and I think actually it's paying dividend in my riding as well. So it's all coming together.
You said you're quite competitive, particularly with your dad. Does he play golf?
No, he doesn't actually.
Well, that's probably a good job then. Don't get him started, otherwise that'll be it.
Yeah.
You'll be out playing every night, won't you? Trying to beat each other. Okay, you'd like to be a golfer if you want to motocross. What profession would you absolutely hate to do?
Swimming. I swim quite a lot, to be honest. And I'm all right because Dad's always chucked me in the pool. Again, we've that competitive edge. We've done a few little races, a part of a swim club. So I've done a bit of swim, but I just think I'm glad I don't do it that much because it's boring, isn't it? It's not like when you go to a track.
It's still an amazing answer. I was thinking like working in a sweatshop. Being a postman.
Can you imagine going to the same swimming pool?
Swimming.
Everything's the same, all right. A little bit of different temperature. You get in. This one's a bit colder than the other one.
So you need something to occupy your mind then.
Yeah.
I reckon your mind would drift, would it?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So swimming would be my least favourite profession, I reckon.
I won't ask what you think of when you are swimming. That's a question for another day. What is for you an absolute food no-go? What food would you absolutely detest?
That's tough. I've never been a fan of real broccoli or anything like that. Like, I know it's good and everything. I have it, but I've got to have it mashed in with
bit
something.
bland, yeah.
Oh, mate, no. But if someone just served me like big stalks of broccoli, no, it's a put off.
See, I'm a sprouts man. I can't,
Yeah.
no, I'm the opposite. I don't like sprouts.
You don't like sprouts?
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
Horrible.
I'm on that train as well.
Horrible little vile things like little mini cabbages. Just have a big one.
Well, I know people can just like pop them like sweets.
No, I don't do sprouts. The whole Christmas sprouts thing is well off. Nowhere near my agenda. Right. What is the worst part of our sport of motocross? We all know it's brilliant, but everything has a downside.
Just a little bit of I want to go the chest pumping a little bit. You know, it's like there's a bit of going on at the moment. You know, like, but hopefully it's going to get better. But I just want people to recognise that we're all here for the same reason, you know. And all right, some people are better off than others, but at the end of the day, everyone's made it here, and I like to think everyone that's coming to the MX National or the British Championship, they're there for the same reason you are, and they deserve to be there just as much as you. Don't think that you've got more privilege over other people, and you should just help out, you know. So.
Absolutely. Like I keep bringing back question 6. Best characteristics. See, that's true. Like you've outlined it throughout this interview. Definitely. Okay, we're nearly there. 2 questions to go on the general questions. Okay, deep one. This you've been quite deep throughout.
I'm not usually like this. No,
it's good.
You've got this out of me.
Well, that's why with the questions, I didn't want to do the typical talking about motocross all the time. So, with that very much in mind, if heaven exists, here we go, it's deep. What would you like to say, God? What would you like God to say? Let me start again, because I can't speak. If heaven exists, what would you like God to say to you when you arrive at the Pearly Gates?
I'm gonna say. Again, I'm gonna go deep.
He's going deep.
I lost my granddad when I was quite young.
Yeah.
You know, too young. I wish, and before then I was only in the youth ranks, and I've just liked to seen him. I've loved to have him, even now, but even just a little bit after that, just see what level I got to and what I have done because I've loved to show now I've done world championship races. I've got third in the British. I've done this, done that, you know, and because all he saw was the early progression, you know. And I'd just like to say, get him down there. To the question,
he'd be at the gates waiting though, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd like to maybe him say, "Oh, yeah, I've been watching all this time."
Yeah.
You know, something like that. You know,
absolutely.
If you want to go deep, that's where I'd like to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ideally, he'd be stood there with the big man when he like.
That's it. Yeah.
Waiting to bring you in.
Yeah.
Okay. Final question. Obviously not the final question, but final question of the main sector. Who would you want to play you in a movie about your life?
That's tough, actually.
Well, not Danny DeVito, clearly.
I watched a film the other day, and had Brad Pitt starring, so he was the main guy, and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, innit? So
Brad Pitt. I can see the resemblance.
I was saying I've got. People have said it.
Well, absolutely.
You're not the
I'm
first
not the first to say that.
Yeah. So
absolutely,
I'm just going to go Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Hollywood teeth and all that. Okay, that was there we go. That was the first section. Right, here we go. Then we're going to move across to Tom Grimshaw. Life choices. I've got now 31 questions here. Well, not questions, choices.
Okay.
One or the other.
Yeah.
We're going to do this 5 times, right? So you give me a number, and then you'll work out how we do this. Okay. This is life choices with Tom Grimshaw. Pick a number between 1 and 31.
Right. I just go easy. 1.
1. White or brown bread? You can only have one or the other for the rest of your existence.
White.
Oh, you're a white guy.
Done. Yeah.
Oh, I thought being an athlete you go brown. Okay. Another number between 1 and 31. Not number 1, obviously, because you've already had that.
6.
6. Snakes or spiders?
What I prefer, or
Well, like, what would you just, if you could get rid of one or whatever? What would you?
Oh,
You probably don't like either, but if there was one that you'd like least, which one would go?
yeah, big spiders do creep me out, actually.
So they'd go, would they?
Yeah.
So you're choosing snakes, basically. Yep.
I like to think I could take a snake,
Okay.
but the spider's a bit too quick.
If anybody's got a snake, let's put that to the test and bring it to the race meeting. Okay, next number. Between 1 and 31.
Let's go 15.
15. Late nights or early mornings?
Early mornings.
Early morning guy.
Dad sort of drilled it into me
Yeah.
since young. Like, if you're not up by, if you haven't got your day started by 7, you might as well go back to bed, because it seems like to him, the day's over.
After 7. It all happens before 7.
Yeah, it all happens before 7, yeah. So, yeah, I'm an early morning person. You won't see me up, really, especially during the week, past 10 p.m.
Wow.
I'm gone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone.
That's quite incredible, actually. Well, you're 23.
Yeah. I'm so old.
Oh, mate. You wait another 10, 20 odd years, 20, 30 years, you'll be going, God, I need to go to bed. Christ, it's 7 o'clock. Okay, we've got 2 more of these. Another number.
Let's go 21.
21. Wheelie or skid? Now, your teammate had this very same question. He chose that, Marty Barr. I think he did.
Okay.
That's not putting any pressure on. You can choose your own.
I'm not really good at either.
Well, that's not the point. You've got to choose one or the other. You can't, what you prefer or what you...
I'll go wheelie, because sometimes it pays off, only if I've got like a good hill in front of me and I'm going up a hill. Yeah. It just does a bit...
Oh, you're not very good at those slow, controlled...
I'm okay on a mountain bike, actually.
Yeah, well,
I can get quite vertical on a mountain bike, but motocross bike, no, I've gone through a few back fenders, yeah.
Man, because I think you control the brake with your hand.
Yeah.
And with a motorbike, you've got... Yeah.
No.
Okay, final question 5 of life choices. Another number to finish this off.
29.
29. Do you prefer a bath or a shower? Again, you can only have one for the rest of your existence. What's it going to be?
I'll go shower, just because just quick,
because
easy.
You don't fit in a bath.
Yeah, it's not. I tell you right now, I don't want you to imagine it either. Don't take it out of your mind.
Oh God, hold on. You just tell the viewers. I'm just going to block my ears.
It's not. I bet I've thought about it while I'm in the bath. It's not probably a nice picture to look at of me in a bathtub. You know, my big long giraffe legs, big arms, and stuff like that.
You don't dangle them out the end, then.
I'm just like, yeah. Nothing, just like hanging out the edge.
See, if I got to dangle my feet out the end of the bath, I've got to basically submerge my head to get my feet out the end. So you're all right. Well, there you go. That was Tom Grimshaw's life choices. Okay, we're now going to finish this off with Mr. Tom Grimshaw. Last word. Okay, so these are 8 questions, and it's all something related to the word last. Okay, so we get this going. Last gig you went to, or festival, if you've been to any at all.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
of course I have. Of course he has. He's 23.
Yeah, but you say that. I'm not really. I went to. There was like a at my St Albans, where I'm from. They had a big park festival.
Yeah,
a big park, and Rudimental were playing.
Oh yeah.
So that was last year. So
did you get to see them though?
Yeah.
Surely they were on past 10, weren't they?
yeah.
You must have been.
No. It worked out nice. The event started early in the afternoon, and I double checked. It wrapped up. I think it was wrapped up by 10.
Yeah. Got to get home. It's not a case of catching the buses or anything. Like they were still running. It was just like I got to be home. Got to be in bed.
Bed was waiting.
Okay. Question 2. The last film that you watched.
Well, yesterday the Brad Pitt one.
Oh yeah.
And I watched, came up on Netflix, which I haven't seen for a while, which is the World War Z.
Oh yeah, I've yet to watch that. Is that any good?
Oh man. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
For a zombie film, you know,
I don't mind the occasional. Yeah.
But zombie film, Brad Pitt.
I was flicking past that the other day. Right, I'll take a ganders at that. Okay. What was the last book or publication? You know, it obviously don't have to be a book, it could be a magazine. that you read with interest?
Um,
I bet you get TMX, don't you?
yeah. I've got that.
suppose
I've
you
got
would,
that in the
yeah.
camper.
There you go.
I sometimes flip through. I'm gonna say. I don't even want to say it. No, I say it, man. I'm just making myself sound really old. I actually quite like doing like the crossword sort of thing, just on like.
Nothing
on
with
the
that,
way down.
mate.
Yeah. I flick through the question because I'm quite.
That's not
good with
old.
those
That's
sort of
activating
things.
the old grey matter. That is.
Yeah, I did a crossword in TMX. So I read that.
Well, Ben Rumble would be pleased to hear that because he compiles all those crosswords, doesn't he? So he'll be happy with that.
Is it him who does
Yeah,
it?
I think it
Right,
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain it is Ben. So if you're watching this, Ben, there you go. See, even
Someone does
riders are actually doing your crosswords, so that's a good thing, not just fans. Right. What was the last TV show you watched?
So what did I? TV show. So
Oh, but it could be like a box set. It's not.
yeah. I'll tell you what. I smashed through. Like I said,
Binge watched.
I binged. You just get into it. Can't you?
Yeah,
Just, like,
absolutely.
you find
Got to go for it, yeah.
Netflix comes up recently. Again, I'm gonna sound really weird, but I
We've
watched.
just gone past the point of that, don't we?
Yeah, The Night Stalker. It's called.
No, hold on. Is that CIA thing?
No, it's on Netflix about the serial killer.
Oh no.
You watched the same thing? Oh.
Anyway, no, Night Agent. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah,
That was
I
good.
watched that. Smashed through that.
Okay, so what was this one?
The Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
About a serial killer in America. Proper creep.
Okay, I'll have to
creep me out.
Is it? I'll have to have a look at that then. Okay, what other than a motocross event? Well, actually, it could be a motocross event, but preferably it'd be better if you can remember the last sporting event that you attended that wasn't a motocross event. Just motocross in it. There's nothing else.
Much.
You ever been to a high-profile sporting event?
Yeah, I must have.
Been to horse races? Had a little flutter? Anything like that? Football?
Yeah. Rugby game. I went to a rugby game.
Okay.
England versus New Zealand.
Twickenham.
Twickenham. Done the whole Twickenham experience. That was brilliant. That was good.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's a good.
For my first, I've never been to a rugby game
Yeah.
before, and I played it as a kid, but I still didn't.
Yeah.
Even though I was playing, I didn't really
Good
know
atmosphere,
the rules.
innit?
Yeah, and then went there, and it just blew my mind
Yeah.
of how good it was.
Yeah. Probably, I think, better than when you're watching it on TV. Anyway,
Yeah.
some sports aren't. Right. The last country that you've visited other than Great Britain. Well, no, actually, I suppose Scotland counts.
Yeah, you could go there, right? But I went to France 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I've done the GP.
Oh, you
in
did?
France.
Yeah?
Yeah. So mud bath.
A mudder.
Yeah. Just there's still things just drying out. So
Yeah.
it was wet.
Typical, innit? You go and do one like that, go all the way down there and it's a mudder.
I know.
It's not like we haven't had enough of that in the UK. Okay. What was the last thing that made you angry? You try not to get angry. You've kind of highlighted that you.
Well, I held it in, Jeff. But when you realise we'd done the wrong take. First off,
that was. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
God, so I've wasted. Sorry, I did waste your time.
we had it in slow mo, and
what an idiot.
I held it in. I didn't show. I
That's your racecraft.
I've done quite well, just holding it in, But I had to go for
That
a toilet
pissed him
break,
off.
but I was fuming.
Sorry, mate.
So
Yeah, we got 7 questions into the original thing here, and
yeah, what was that about a good 10 minutes? or so?
Donut here fumbling around, pressed the wrong button, and we did slow mo. But we got through it. Okay, we're going to wrap this thing up. It's been. I've learned a lot about Tom Grimshaw, and I hope you have, as a viewer, has.
I'm quite deep.
I've seen a whole new side of you that I didn't realise was there. So that's nice. We'll get you in more often. Not sweating.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to finish it up. What's the last thing you want to say? Now, that's an open mic. You can say whatever you want to anybody, to yourself or anything. How would you like to wrap this thing up?
That's tough, just because there's a lot of things that have happened in my 23 years, and it's just like a lot of people have helped me, and when I look at it, there's a lot of like the people the kids that I grew up with, like I went to school with, college with, whatever. I do look at my life sometimes and go, oh yeah, I've got a good thing going,
Yeah.
And I do work hard. I do really work hard, but also it's been right place, right time, you know. So and it helps that when you have a dad who can talk for England, you know. He's
Yeah.
he does put me in.
Dave, really? No.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, he can talk, and he's put me in contact with some good people, really good people.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, and those people have like really stuck by me and really helped me and allowed me to do my thing. You know, I'm a PT during the week. I've got my own little business, so I work hard at that. But then I still doing the racing, and with this little window of opportunity I've got at the moment of able to do the racing and do a bit of work and be covered, you know, it's quite fortunate, I think.
Yeah.
So I want to say, thank you for the people that have just supported me right since day one, basically.
I want to say thank you for coming in, for letting it all out. There you go, Mr. Tom Grimshaw. Like I said, a changed man. By the time you watch this, as we said, he's going to be the new super aggressive Tom Grimshaw.
Yeah, it all goes wrong tomorrow.
Yeah. It's going to be everybody's nemesis now. Everybody's going to suddenly hate Tom Grimshaw because he's just sticking it to everybody on track at any given opportunity. It's been a pleasure, Tom, as always. Thanks for your time. There you go. Before we sign off, a big shout out again to these guys. As I said, if you're buying or selling vans, go and check them out. Stafford Van Sales. Tom, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And for the rest of the season. We'll do this again another time. Definitely. For sure. All the best, mate. There you go. Tom Grimshaw. This has been Man in the Van. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.